NRj. Hit music only.
Ja, jag sitter här ute och solar och tar det lugnt. Det är det vi programledare gör. Nej, så är det inte. Jag sitter här och arbetar väldigt, väldigt hårt för jag ska intervjua Ryan Tedder från OneRepublic. Och han sitter där. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
It's good to see you back in Sweden. You've been here a couple of times.
Yes, we have. And this is the most perfect day I think we've ever had in Sweden. This is incredible.
Are you? Have you been for a morning jog today?
No, unfortunately I was going to get up. I actually got up early enough to go for a jog.
But what was your lame excuse?
My excuse was I thought that we were supposed to be in the lobby 30 minutes before we were. So I came downstairs early for a change, and I had 45 minutes extra that I could have jogged, but it was too late to go change. So I'm planning on it in a couple hours.
Yeah, but do you feel that, like back home, does people really recognize you? Can you walk the streets like a normal man?
Yes, they do. People do recognize me. Fortunately, it's at a level that I can tolerate. I have had people. I've had a few times where cars started following me while I was running and yelling out the window, in a number of different cities. But it's very rare, and I have sunglasses on, but yeah, I get stopped a few times a day, coffee shops and whatnot.
It would be quite boring if people didn't recognize you.
I guess so. I guess if you're getting recognized, maybe it means that your music is connecting with people around the world. So I think it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, and now there's this new single.
Yes.
And we're playing it at NRj and we love it.
Oh, thank you.
Wherever I go.
Yes.
I love when I can say that to artists and actually mean it. Because sometimes we really have to lie about these things. But it's not a happy song.
I think what I try to do with our music is marry two things. I don't know how to translate this in Swedish, but dichotomy.
I actually don't know that word.
Yeah, so opposites.
Oh, okay.
Right, so if you're going to have happy music, if the music makes you feel good, then I want a lyric that makes you think, or that is maybe darker. I like the two, where the two worlds meet, to me is the most interesting. Counting Stars is like that.
Yes.
And even Love Runs Out, a lot of our songs are. But with Wherever I Go, yeah, it's about obsession. But then the melody, which I actually think is a very almost Scandinavian sounding melody, is very happy. But you don't realize you're singing about very unhealthy obsession, but that's what I like. I like the combination.
When can we look forward to the album?
It will be coming late summer, early autumn. Yeah, so like September, October, sometime around then.
A big tour coming up?
Yeah. We'll definitely be coming through Stockholm. Yeah, we're doing we'll do a proper world tour. So everywhere, if you can pretty much name the country, we'll be there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So what countries do you prefer to go to? Where's the most fun?
Oh my gosh, the most fun. It's gotten to the point where the places we've been the least are our favorite. I'd like to play Egypt. We had a show booked there, and then Arab Spring happened, and so it was unsafe. But I'd like to go back to Cairo, Morocco. New Zealand is one of our favorite places in the world. So New Zealand is probably the most beautiful place we've ever been, and that's a place we always love to go back to.
Are you a fan of Lord of the Rings?
I am a fan of Lord of the Rings. I didn't read the books, but I watched the movies.
Yeah,
and
that's what you see.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Yeah, it looks like that. I mean, it looks like a fairy tale.
How do you decide which of your songs is going to be a OneRepublic song? Because just a quick look at the list. It's Madonna, Beyoncé, Adele, Maroon 5, Taylor Swift, Demi Lovato, One Direction. I mean, it's the longest list of groups and people you worked with.
I think Max Martin has me beat.
Well, it's a draw, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
It's a lot of people. The thing is that my job, and the one that I chose and the one that I love, is OneRepublic. Starting this band was the reason I got into music, because I saw bands that I loved and they changed my life, and so I wanted to do the same thing. But my hobby also happens to be songwriting, where some people's hobby is, I do enjoy jogging and exercise, but my other hobby, I don't really play that many video games. I don't have some other. I don't go fishing. I write songs as a hobby.
But you have two children.
I do have two children. That takes a lot of time. So when I'm home, I actually write more songs on the road than I do when I'm at home. Because when I'm at home, a lot of the time is spent with family because I'm traveling.
Sorry, but do you decide?
Choosing, yeah.
Now I'm writing for OneRepublic, or do you actually decide when you?
I decide. So, for instance, in the last 12 months, I would say 10 or 11 of those months were spent on OneRepublic, and then one of those months, if you added a week here, a week was spent with Sam Smith, a week with Ed Sheeran, a week with Adele, and those, I divide it up. I'll pick like, okay, this week I'm going in with U2, so I'm going to only focus on U2 for that week, and I block out everything else. But the majority of the last 18 months has been OneRepublic, because I feel like this is the album we have to get right. Like this, we've had all this momentum, and this is, you kind of recognize when the time has come, and this is the time to put out the best album that we've ever done, and just, yeah, kill it.
I've got some quick questions for you.
Yeah.
Hillary or Donald?
Hillary.
Snowboard or skis?
Skis.
Whiskey or a colourful drink with an umbrella in
Whiskey.
it? Ooh. Republic or monarchy?
Republic.
What do you know?
I mean, what?
Avicii or Axel Ingrosso? Or as we say, Axel Ingrosso.
Axel Ingrosso.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm friends with both of them, so I know Avicii, but more just because I know who he is. But Axel Ingrosso, I've actually worked with a lot.
Do you have their phone numbers in your
I
phone
do.
book?
Yeah.
Shall we give them a ring?
Do you want me to call?
Axel Ingrosso was actually here.
You want me to call
Friday.
Call Ingrosso right now?
Yeah. Yeah, please do. He's such a nice guy.
Let's see if he picks up.
Yeah.
It might go straight to voice. It might go to voicemail.
Then I think we leave a message.
He could be in India for all we know.
Yeah.
Or Australia.
Probably sleeping.
He's well, given that he's a DJ, he's probably.
Could leave a message because she's. Oh, you hung up.
Oh, well, oh shoot. Well, okay.
Well, never mind. That's what we in Swedish call an anticlimax. What would you say? Yeah.
Anticlimax.
Yeah,
that translates.
You've been in. The band's been around for 14 years.
Actually, I will correct that because people ask us that all the time. We just celebrated our 9th anniversary as a band.
Okay, but why do I think 14 then?
Wikipedia says 14. It also says that, and I'm going to correct this on air right now. Anyone who doubts this, you can come stand next to me. It says I'm 5'9" on Wikipedia. It drives me crazy. The beginning of the Wikipedia says Ryan Tedder, and the first thing it says, 5'9", which is the weirdest thing to have as your first thing on Wikipedia. I'm 6 feet tall. I've been 6 feet tall since I was 17 years old.
And this seems to be a bit sensitive.
It is sensitive because a guy, you know what I mean? Yeah. You're only protective over a couple things, one of which is your height.
And the other one is?
You can guess. No. The other thing also has to do with height, but in a different way. Length, height, same thing. But we've been a band since January of 2007.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how do you actually manage to get along? But I guess there must be falling outs. You must.
We have arguments. We've had fights. We've had.
What could that be about?
It's more about politics, like interband politics, decisions being made or lack of communication. Like something happens and 2 of the guys knew about it, but 3 of them didn't, and then it becomes like 2 versus 3. Like you were keeping information from us, or why is this happening?
Have there been physical fights?
Physical fights, no. There's been screaming and throwing and breaking. There has been like some pretty. There's been some fights, but not physical.
How do you sort them out? How do you make everything good again?
They have a phrase in the U.S. I don't know how it translates here, but they say cooler heads prevail, which means eventually you cool off, and when you've cooled down and you're thinking straight, then you can actually process what is the real issue.
There's never any kiss and makeup.
Oh, there's like a hug.
Oh, okay.
Not so much kisses.
Yes, no, all right.
We're not a kissing band.
No.
But there's hugs, and we always get through it because we all want the same thing, and we all love what we do. And we also have seen so many bands break up because of politics. The 2 rules in a band: don't sleep with your bandmate's girl.
No, that's a good one. I think.
Fleetwood Mac doesn't work. And number 2, drugs are probably a bad idea. So 99.9% of the time, a horrible idea.
Yeah.
So avoid drugs and abuse, and avoid sleeping with your bandmates.
These are some
girls.
beautiful final words.
Yes. Yeah.
I got a gift for you.
Yes.
I gave this to Jason Derulo when he was here. Have you worked
Amazing.
with him?
I have not.
No? He's a really nice guy,
Yeah.
but he's very vain.
Fit.
Let's put it like it is. And this, as you run so much,
Yes.
this is like a yogurt, but it's called kvarg.
Yeah.
I don't think you have it actually. It was completely new to him.
Kvarg?
It's passion fruit flavored, and it's so full of protein, so you don't ever have to have breakfast again after your jogs.
Talk.
So that's a gift from me to you, and it's not sponsored. It's actually a stolen thing. I took it from my colleague Carro.
Thank you.
From the fridge.
I appreciate it. So
for you.
This will restore some of the
most things.
Most things.
Yeah.
All right, great. I can't wait to try it. Thank
Nice.
you. I like yogurt, so
Good.
Good.
It's close.
yeah, it's kind of yogurt.
It's been a treat to have you here.
Yeah, likewise.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Energy. Hit music only.